So this comment is from a video of another creator who is talking about where we are right now as we wait for this amended complaint from the Lively camp. And she was wondering why the Reynoldses have continued and why they took it this far, unless they've got something that we don't know about, some big bombshell thing that may come. And because Blake, having experienced a sexual harassment case before, and I don't know anything about that case, but I'm taking this woman's word for it, and that Ryan is a smart guy. And I'm like, I'm with Kind Heart 1968 here. I don't know that Ryan's a smart guy. I know that Ryan is successful, but I think we have to stop conferring qualities on to people because they've reached a certain position. And it immediately reminded me of something that Michelle Obama said when she was on the Becoming tour, I believe. And she said, you know, you get to these rooms and you're at the upper echelons of whatever it is, and you think that you're going to sit down to a table with a bunch of like really good minds, and then you look around and realize they're not that smart. And Barack Obama recently said exactly the same thing. So the thing that comes to me sociologically is who gets conferred smarts because they have a position? Not everybody, that's for damn sure. And why do we insist on holding onto the idea that even in the face of all of this information that we have so far, that there must be something that the other side is holding on to, then they're just going to drop because they're smart? Like, is that really what it is? Or are we living in some kind of white supremacy, patriarchy situation where you think the smart white guy has got to have something up his sleeve, because otherwise, why would he do this? And I'm not saying anything about this creator specifically. I'm just talking about in general. I find that this happens. But if the events of the day have told us anything, look all the way to our government, you know that getting into a position of power or having success does not mean that you're smart at all. And I think the answer to the why would they take it this far is answered already in the information that we have. They had Justin over a barrel. Once all this money had been spent, once Blake had been cast, and once they're all, far enough down the road, he couldn't push back against them. They had him backed into a corner. Therefore, he was willing to do whatever, acquiesce to whatever, give them whatever in order to get his baby finished, right? But once the movie is done and it's out in the world and the promo is done, you no longer have that piece of leverage. So what they did was overplay their hand. The game was over. Everybody had walked away, but they thought that they could come back in and turn the screws just a little bit more because he had given into them before. We know that the best predictor of future behavior is past performance, right? Except when something has changed and his baby was grown and out into the world, so you could not hold that over his head any longer. They did it because they thought that they could. And the cruelty is the point with them. Every Easter egg that we find dropping Gordon Reynolds as a credit or a thank you at the end of his movie, the cruelty is the point, and they thought that they could get away with it. It's not about being smart.